Hello. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've maybe given you some new work. So I was giving you some time to get caught up on some of the assignments. And I know that we're really closing in on the end of the year, but we have one big last important project. That is that we are going to be partaking in a Zoom meeting that is being conducted by the president and CEO and the CCO of Atlantic Offshore Terminals. If you look at the screen that I'm showing you, you can see that this is their website. And basically, if you remember, last fall or maybe in early spring, I had you read an article about offshore wind and the potential for New York City to be kind of the hub for these giant wind farms that are going in the Atlantic south of Long Island. I'm really excited to put this meeting together. The meeting is going to take place next Wednesday, June 10th, and I believe it's at 1 o'clock. I'm putting together this video with questions for you to answer, along with a reading from the same article that you read before, which I'm going to try to bring in here, right here. Okay. I'm going to have you review this article. We read this in class and discussed it, and it was really interesting, I think. And I'm just going to have you kind of review it by rereading the first 6 paragraphs and answering questions in a Google form that relate to the first 6 paragraphs. At the end of the form, you're going to be asked to think of a question that you would like to ask when we have our Zoom meeting with the president of this company. Think of 2 questions. Those are required part of this assignment. That you would like to ask of the people that will be presenting for us on Wednesday. I'm really excited about this. One of the other assignments that's going to go along with this is obviously the video that you're watching right now. At the end of my video, my presentation here, you are going to watch the video that is actually on their website right here, and you're going to answer some questions. And watching this video, doing the reading, answering all these questions is going to prepare you for the presentation on Wednesday. So I hope that you all are well. And I think this is going to be an exciting opportunity for us to be really engaged in an authentic project that may lead to jobs for many of you in the future. Okay, hope that you're well.
Over the last 2 decades, the offshore wind sector in Europe has grown into a multi-billion-dollar industry that has created tens of thousands of jobs. In the U.S., offshore wind has arrived on the East Coast to take advantage of strong winds, shallow ocean floor, and proximity to major demand centers. 18.7 gigawatts of offshore wind power, enough to power millions of homes, is already planned to be installed by 2035. New York, with 9 gigawatts of demand, and New Jersey, with 3.5 gigawatts of demand, are the epicenter of this major emerging industry. Large turbines minimize costs and maximize efficiency, enabling offshore wind projects to deliver energy at or below the cost of traditional energy sources. To install and maintain these turbines offshore, specialized installation vessels are needed, with tall legs, tall cranes, and extensive deck area. These large vessels and turbines require specially designed ports that can handle them, with large laydown areas, strong bearing capacity, deep draft channels, and most importantly, unrestricted overhead clearance. Due to vessel access constraints, such as bridges and other barriers, most existing U.S. ports are unsuitable for wind turbine staging Atlantic Offshore Terminals is developing the Arthur Kill Terminal to bypass these constraints and facilitate offshore wind projects throughout the East Coast. Arthur Kill Terminal is optimally located to enable more efficient and economic offshore wind projects by reducing installation time, lowering installation costs, and reducing vessel emissions. Arthur Kill Terminal will also attract significant investment in manufacturing facilities for a variety of offshore wind components in the region, making Staten Island the center of the U.S. offshore wind industry. Numerous sites with potential for manufacturing exist in the harbor region and up the Hudson River. But without Arthur Kill Terminal, these manufacturing opportunities may go elsewhere. Arthur Kill Terminal will be a 30 to 34 acre state-of-the-art offshore wind turbine staging and assembly port. Its impact on the surrounding community, existing infrastructure, and traffic will be minimal, since most components are too large to transport by road. Turbines will only be visible intermittently when tower sections are being assembled and shipped out for installation offshore. Arthur Kill Terminal will facilitate the creation of thousands of jobs during construction and operations and provide workers with hands-on experience with offshore wind turbine assembly and commissioning, qualifying them for long-term work on offshore wind farms. At its on-site training facility, workers will benefit from an unparalleled opportunity to develop the necessary skills and safety training to participate in this growing industry. Unless delayed by a protracted regulatory process, Arthur Kill Terminal will be ready in time for the U.S. offshore wind construction and manufacturing boom, and will make Staten Island and New York the hub for this multi-billion-dollar heavy industry.